Hello, and welcome to the eManage version 7 video demonstration of the Temp Docs functionality. Temp Docs is a feature that gives each user a virtual directory within the eManage database that is accessible from anywhere. Documents saved to Temp Docs can be shared with and edited by other users. When editing a document stored in Temp Docs, saving back to the database is automatic, simply by pressing the Save button in the application you are working in. Temp Docs can be your own personal documents, or documents you plan to attach to a project or any other type of record, but are not ready to do so yet. Unlike documents that are attached to records, Temp Docs can be deleted, and the automatic saving of documents overwrites the current version stored in the database. When any user has a shared document open, it becomes read-only to every other user that has access to that document. Documents stored in Temp Docs can be saved to any hard drive, sent via email, saved to My Company Documents section, to any top-level record in eManage, or deleted. I'm going to begin here by quickly showing you around the Temp Docs interface. Down the bottom of the screen, and everybody has it, is the Temp Docs pop-out panel. When I click on that, I get a listing of all my documents that I have available to me. And I'm also showing shared by default. So this will be a listing of every document that I have and that somebody has shared with me. If I uncheck this, my document list changes to show me only the documents that I have uploaded. In this grid, I can change the friendly name of a document right here. I can see the size of the document. I can change the record type. I can change the document type. I can tell the grid what record I intend to attach this to. I can give it a brief description and keywords. The Share With column is automatically filled out when I decide to share documents. And I do that by highlighting Documents and clicking on the Share and checking off the users I want to share with. I can also save these documents to any hard drive by logging into eManage, going to Temp Docs, and highlighting the items I want, and Save As. I'm going to make a new folder on my desktop, and I'm going to call it From Temp Docs, and I'm going to go ahead and save into that folder. When it's done, I get a little notification, just like Outlook, that fades away after a few seconds that tells me that my documents have been successfully saved. I'm going to go ahead and minimize eManage, and there's my folder. And there's my documents that I saved as from my Temp Docs. I can also email documents from Temp Docs to any email recipient by going into my Temp Docs and clicking on what I want to email and clicking on the email button. And eManage integrates with Outlook, so we create the form, we attach the document, and we use contacts from within eManage, and it sends through Microsoft Outlook. So I'm going to search for a contact here. And when it pulls up the contact I want, I'm going to drag and drop it right into my To box. And it gives me a choice of work email or other email. I'm going to choose work email here. And I can choose to save this email or to not save it. If I choose to save it, it will save against that contact. I'm going to put in a subject. And I'm going to type a message in here. And I'm going to go ahead and send that. And if I go over to Outlook, I can go to my sent items, and there is my email, and there's the attachment. Another thing I can do with Temp Docs is I can save documents to the My Company Documents section. So I'm going to go ahead and take that same document, and I'm going to send it over to My Company Docs. Now, My Company Docs are a section of the software where people can go and view things that the whole company needs to be able to use without you sharing them and making them available for editing. So I'm going to click here on my location. I'm going to click on a folder here. I can also make a new folder if I want to. And I choose my security level. I'm set at high in the administrator, so I have a choice between low, medium, and high. I'm going to leave it there at low. I'm going to choose my document type. It's a database script, and I'm going to commit. That immediately takes that document out of my Temp Docs and places it into the My Company Documents section. And if I go up here to the Documents section, Documents menu, and My Company Documents, and I click on this, there's the document I just set over there from the Temp Docs. Now, getting documents into the Temp Docs is a pretty easy process. I can either get the documents I want to send over there, and I can highlight them from my hard drive or any network drive, and I can right-click, go to my Send To menu, and when eManage installs, it does install the shortcuts for eManage 7 temporary doc upload. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And when it's done uploading, I'm going to get a little notification, just like I get with Microsoft Outlook, that fades in and out, that those documents have been uploaded to my Temp Docs. And there's my notification, and I'm going to go to my Temp Docs, and you can see that my newest documents are right here and available for use. Now, if I want to take these documents and I want to attach them to a record, the easiest way to do that is have a window open that you want to attach to. So I'm just going to open up these 4 projects. And I open up all 4 of those. I'm going to go back to my Temp Docs. I'm going to highlight one of these, and I'm going to commit to a record. And it gives me a choice of open windows, or I can commit to any type of record in the database. So I'm going to choose open windows, and I'm going to choose project number 781. And I'm going to choose my document type. That would be a screenshot, and my security level. And if I want to add a retention date, I can do that as well. And I'm going to commit selected documents. When I go into project number 781 and I look at my documents, there's that document that I just attached, and it is now gone from my Temp Docs. I can also do this with companies or any other type of record. I can do it with a contact. So let me double click on that. Open up a contact. I'm going to open up his company record. And when I go back to Temp Docs and I want to commit this to a record, my list of open windows now includes contacts and companies. I'm going to go ahead and choose companies. And you'll notice that the doc types are different because I'm attaching to a different type of record. I set my security level and a retention date if I want to, and I commit the record. And now if I go to the System Center, Company, and History and Documents, and there's my document right there. Another way to get documents into Temp Docs is to simply save it from the program you're working in. Okay, I'm going to File, Save As, and I'm going to save it into my eManage 7 temporary doc upload, which is in the My Documents folder of your hard drive. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a friendly name. and I'm going to save it. Now the really neat thing about Temp Docs is while I save it, it's going to save directly into Temp Docs while I'm working in this document still. So we're going to see the little notification come up here in a few seconds. And there it is. There's the document name saying it was automatically uploaded to Temp Docs. Now I'm going to go ahead and make some changes. Okay, so I've just made some changes. I'm just going to hit the save button again. Since I've already saved it in the Temp Docs and it knows it's in there, it's going to go ahead and save my changes up to the Temp Docs automatically. And there it is, that my changes have now been saved. And of course then I can go in and I can share that document with whomever I want, and that is temporary documents in eManage version 7. Thank you for watching.